Hi, today I wanted to talk about creating the best Asana system possible and using a framework to analyze that system to make sure that's actually the best one you can build yourself. So I wanted to record that video to explain the framework I've created that is available within a forum post. I'll put the link at the bottom. For me, a good system relies on 5 different pillars. The first one is the balance. You need to have the right balance between project, task, and subtask. Having a single project with everything in it and tons of tasks is not balanced. If you have a few tasks, but they have a lot of subtasks, this is not balanced either. So you need to find the right amount of project, task, and subtask. Having one project with only 2 to 3 tasks is also unbalanced. It's not going to feel good when you use the system, so you need to find the right balance for each of those 3. The second pillar is the search. You should be able to find the information you are looking for very easily. You should be able to run searches by using the advanced search to find what you're looking for. That usually means structuring the data properly by using tags, using custom fields mostly, and if you can avoid using the task name or the task description to give important information, that's best, because the search is not very good when searching within the task name or within the task description, but it's much easier to search on actual custom fields, especially drop downs and numbers rather than text fields. So make sure that the system you design allows you to find information really easily and really fast. The third one is the navigation. You should be able to navigate within the system very easily. In our case, we do some CRM within Asana, and we are able to navigate from the client to its invoices, to its quotes very easily by following the different tasks. And because we use multi-homing a lot, then each task is multi-homed into the client project as well as, for example, the invoices project. So we are able to go back up into the invoices, go down again into a different invoice. We can go back to the client's project. And all of this is possible thanks to multi-homing and thanks to the different links we create between the tasks using either mentions or just using dependencies. Then the other pillar is exporting. If you structured your data correctly for the search, it should be structured properly for the export. The idea there is to be able to export the data either for safekeeping or to import into another system, or just to be able to run some more advanced searches or even do some reporting. So being able to export something and put it into Excel with the appropriate columns is really important in some cases, and that could be achieved by using tags or custom fields, just like we talked about before. Then another pillar is the history. You should be able to analyze what happened within a project and be able to go back in time. A bad example of this is using one task over and over again without completing the task ever. So in that case, that's really hard to go back in time and to see when the action was actually done, because you keep the task open every day and you reuse the same task. It's a bad example. You shouldn't do that. You should have one task for each action so you can actually analyze the completion date to know when the work was actually done. And the last pillar is the setup. A system could actually be set up as fast as possible and as easily as possible. If you need to create tons of projects with tons of cross dependencies, it might not be the best setup possible. However, taking an hour to set up a system, to set up a project that will last several months is actually okay. And you shouldn't be afraid to spend an hour setting up things if it's going to be used for a long time. So don't be afraid to spend time setting things up, but make sure that it's properly balanced and that you don't spend more time setting things up and using the system on a daily basis rather than actually doing the work. So that's it for the pillars: balance, search, navigation, export, history, and setup. Those pillars can be used to analyze the system, the framework, the systems you put in place in Asana. your system will probably not be the best one, and you could probably be improved, but I'm not sure you'll be able to have all the different pillars to work perfectly. So just decide what you want to focus on and make sure to get help from someone if you can't get the best system in place. Thanks.